Hello everyone, welcome to the second part of Work from Home series. In the previous video, we have discussed about how the work from home is affecting the daily life of people starting from younger to middle-aged people, where we have discussed about how the work schedule have got changed and there is also change in our daily lifestyle of people. We have discussed about the improper workstation setup for laptop, desktop and cell phone users and the outcomes of the problems people are having while working. And we have also given some solutions of the problem which includes exercise, meditation, a proper diet and a proper workstation setup. Today in this video, we will try to discuss about the pros and cons of the work from home and pandemic situation and how it is affecting our mental and physical health. So now let's start. Now firstly, let's talk about the physical health during the pandemic and lockdown situation. The pandemic situation has made us much more stagnant and have disrupted the mobile condition, where obesity can be a big issue to take a hike up, when the situation for obesity is already in a hiked condition. Now, in the normal situation, or much more precisely, we can say the old normal situation, people can move here and there much more easily. But nowadays it has turned a little bit risky and difficult, where people have to avoid social gatherings, and even if there is social gathering, there needs to be precautionary measures for those. There is also increased in transportation problem, where most of the transport system have been closed due to the pandemic. There are many patients with critical conditions such as one having a heart disease, one having cancer or a kidney problem may need to go to different state or country for their treatment. But due to this pandemic condition, they cannot reach there. So it is a very big issue. Now in a third world country like India, diabetes, obesity and cardiorespiratory diseases are much more frequently occurring diseases which affect people of all ages, starting from newborn or younger generation to old aged people. And also in the previous video we have discussed that problems like musculoskeletal disorders, body joint pains, deprivation in the digestive health and immunity is also raising up due to the increased workload and improper workstation setup. So compiling up all these things, what we can say that due to the physical activity decrement, improper workstation setup and increased workload and irregular shift of work, one can often have obesity, cardiorespiratory disorder, diabetes, musculoskeletal disorder, deprivation in digestive health and decreased immunity, which can be a great issue for physical health during this kind of pandemic. Now let's discuss about the mental health. Coming to the mental health, psychosocial and psychological problems is a big issue to be discussed during this pandemic situation. Now in the old normal condition, people of different age group used to have a certain kind of space. They have got a different kind of duty and workplace. Everything was in a scheduled condition. From a big family to a nuclear family, each of them have got a different work schedule and different time management, such as starting from young people. Children used to go to school in a scheduled time and they spend a certain time in school and came back home after that and do their kind of work. For middle-aged people, they used to go to work or for office in a certain time and after that at the end they came back home, and the homemakers used to maintain the home in absence of them and take care of elder persons, where the old age people used to have a different space where they mainly live a peaceful life and with less hectic schedule. In case of smaller families, the scenario is a little bit different, but the conditions are almost similar. Now, in this new normal situation or the pandemic situation, the scenario is almost opposite. Now, the children and teenagers are having their online classes of their respective schools and colleges, and the teachers are also taking their online classes. And both of these two groups may be very new to this kind of teaching system, where both of them are trying hard to get adapt with this kind of situation, and it involves a lots of technologies which can be very difficult to be understand. And the office workers are working from home, and the homemakers have to look after them throughout the whole day to maintain the whole schedule. Now, the old aged people may have some space problem due to this kind of pandemonium. Daily increase in number of COVID-19 cases throughout the whole world is making the situation much more critical and making us much more panicked. The increase in workload and changed work schedule or shift works is making increased mental workload. Now, the pandemic situation has also increased the unemployment rate and has also increased the job insecurity for people. And along with them, the decreased economy and increased poverty is also affecting the mental health of people in a huge way. And all of these are making a huge impact in the psychosocial and psychological health of people of every age group, starting from younger to older generation, where anxiety, depression, having sleep deprivation or insomnia, having digestive problems, having hormonal imbalance, loneliness and addiction can be various big problems. And lastly, the physical and mental health are interrelated with each other. As a result, deprivation in any one of them will automatically make the another one fall. So, coming to the end, talking about the remedies, what we can say that the scientists, doctors and medical practitioners are trying their best to combat the pandemic situation, but as we all know that it will take the minimum time what it requires, as there is no shortcut way to first end this process. So all of us will have to combat this pandemic situation together. Try to give moral support for those who are in need and try to encourage them. If anyone is in need, try to help them by means of physical or mental support as much as you can. Make yourself comfortable while doing work in the new environment and try to make your own arrangements to make the workstation much more suitable. Always stay motivated and active. Try to do different sort of things such as read different kind of books, do different kind of exercises, do whatever you like, do spend some time with your family and stay happy. Sort out a schedule and try to do some exercises to build up your physical health, and also do some meditation and yogasanas to build up your mental health. Try to eat healthy and have a junk free diet, and try to take a proper sound sleep, because sleep is very important in our daily life. Sleep gives you a sense of time where you sort out your memories, it brings insight, and it makes you younger. So without a sleep, you can even be much more older and dumber. So try to have a minimum sleep of about 7 to 8 hours and be more young and refreshed. Try to maintain the guidelines while going out, such as wash your hands with water and soap frequently, try to sanitize your hand, try to cough and sneeze in your elbows, always wear a mask while going out, try to avoid crowded place, Do not use crowded lips. Do not touch mouth, nose and eyes. Do not shake hand and no hugs. And at last, if you are ill, try to stay at home. So hope this video will help you, and if you have any kind of query regarding the video, you can put a question in the comment box. Thank you.